person got the lead, they just blew the other person out.
Yeah.
Like I took the I think it were based. There were two, I mean, both the 2 games they won, I absolutely kind of annihilated them. But then the games he won, I'd say aside from game 5 was slightly closer, but aside from game 5, every game was pretty much a annihilation from one or the other.
Yeah, that'll happen. You guys are both probably pretty good on your counter picks. Yeah. And the way the matchup is played, like, I wouldn't say it really changes based on the stage, a little bit, but like, okay, here's what I would say. Both characters' strengths are like highlighted on their respective counter picks. So Marth gets like crazier combos and like much quicker kills and like pressures Falcon more like on the smaller stages. But then Falcon gets like longer combos and can move a lot more on the bigger stages. So
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I am recording and live, so you can watch my screen. But yeah. So what are your questions?
All right. So the 4 questions I had.
Oh, I see. What can I do to calm myself down when the set is very volatile? One side of each game. Okay, tell me about that.
Pretty much what I said before, it was pretty much every time I'd lose or just like I'd get behind, the lead would just get absolutely blown up. Like you'd get a really huge lead, and you'd either get or I would feel something very ill-advised. Like I threw out a lot of ill-advised ideas, in my opinion, and he punished for it. Like game 1, I think was almost 4 stock. But and then I think game 3 on was kind of the similar way, and then game 5 also. Like it felt like once I got behind, it was hard. It was hard to catch up. And it kind of goes back to a little bit before where it felt like it was 14 in a bit. It's like I didn't really know how to calm myself down.
Okay, so when you say calm yourself down, how are you like? Is your body like kind of freaking out? Are you like really nervous? Your hands shaking? Is that what happens to you?
Very nervous. Like just in my head, I get very nervous.
I think it's important to like kind of like get a better understanding of exactly how you feel. So you're nervous. Like what does that nervous like mean?
It's like I'm down the set and I want to bounce right back and kick, or I want to get the openings I want, but it feels like they just aren't there. Or I'm trying to force the issue. Like I'm throwing out too many side Bs and neutral to try to force an interaction. I'm not crouching. It's like it just forgets. It's just like I completely go blank and I don't remember to.
Okay, those are 2 good examples. So side Bs and crouching, right? So to me, those aren't nerves things. Those are you choosing to do those options, which aren't as good, right? So
yeah.
So I'll unmute Simon, but the way I see it is you're kind of blanketing the choices that you made by just kind of saying I was nervous instead of I made these choices and they didn't work out and I should do other ones instead. Is that fair?
Yeah, I pretty much I'll get very fixated on just one option. In this case, it was I threw out this idea about 4 or 5 really bad times, especially game 5. And I didn't take into account maybe just holding crouch down or utilizing platform movement like I should. It's like I just felt it, and it was very frustrating because I feel like that set was really winning. And honestly, maybe a little bitter. I just feel a little bitter about it, but it's like I don't really want to set it.
Yeah, it happens. They're close game 5 sets, and yeah, sometimes games go real crazy. But yeah, in terms of like, okay, so then with your question, how do you keep yourself calm? I don't know. I'm not convinced, I guess, that you were really shaken and like nervous and freaking out because of how one-sided the games were. Because you also had really good games, so it's not like, I don't see where you were feeling nervous, but I do see how you're it sounds like you're making bad decisions, and it's just better to focus on that and what you got to do instead. And I think that also helps you stay focused and calm too.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your next question is, how can I get myself to refocus and watching my opponent when I have nerves? Is this kind of similar, or do you want to talk to me about this?
A little similar, but I'd say the refocus and watching my opponent part is more the thing I should focus on rather than the nerves. Because there were points in the set where I think I stopped watching what Wally was doing, and I would throw a side B or like an air or something like that from like across the stage, and it's like Marth can react to that, and you know he did what he needed to do and he punished me for it. There were a lot of instances where I pretty much threw out those types of moves just like from across the stage where it's easily telegraphed, and I forced it many times. It's like it's like I want to keep myself. I don't know. I couldn't get myself focused, especially in Game 5, because Game 5 was really close up to the last two stocks, and it was just like I couldn't get myself focused. I don't know if that's more of a nerve thing or I had made the wrong decisions again, where I could have done something else, and I didn't want my opponent when I probably could have.
Yeah. I'd say it's just more of a training thing. So we'll pay attention to specifically those spots where you feel that you did something without looking at your opponent. So let's say you just got up from a knockdown situation while he's on the other side of the stage and you're side being, right? So remember those kind of spots, and when you're practicing games, like force yourself to just check what your opponent is doing. Every time you roll, there's a lot of actions in Melee that give you a chance to look at your opponent. Same concept applies to doubles, where like if you're doing something laggy or something like guaranteed, you have time to look at your teammate. It's the same thing in singles, where while you're rolling or in the middle of, I don't know, as you're landing from an aerial or something, you should be checking what your opponent is doing. So constantly drilling that in will help you check what your opponent is doing more often.
Yeah, because I think it happened a lot where I lost track of Wally or I lost focus of it, and I would throw out something where I could have just held crouch, or I could have done a move, could have done like an undershot stop, dashed away, it got Wally to reach or something like that. I didn't really make him reach, I think, the whole set. Maybe aside from like a game of one, but like in terms of his counter picks, I don't think I really made him reach. And that's something I should keep in mind, at least for this good. Because like I feel like I already kind of have that concept down, but it's like it's applying it or just getting it consistently beat in my head to where it's almost on. I don't know what to do. And it's like it's hot and cold. It's like sometimes I super fixate and I can catch everything my opponent is doing. But then there are times where it kind of was like this setup where on my counter pick, I kind of just fit him. Then on his counter picks, it was like I couldn't really. I either couldn't adjust or I just couldn't get myself focused on him and what I need to do.
Okay, I think you're still a little fixated on the fact that you're winning games or losing games in big fashions. But again, it's just when you're practicing, like every friendly you play, like I mean, instead of there's a lot of things that everyone has to practice. So instead of working on like drift nairs or whatever, like one session with someone, you should just focus on looking at your opponent at like key points for yourself, like what people call reaction points. So just once you practice that, it won't be a hot or cold thing. It's just as much as you can hit like a nair into knee or whatever. Like you'll train yourself to check what your opponent is doing after various situations.
I'm gonna write this one down more like this is more of a mental good. Like,
yeah.
If that's fine.
Yeah, we're not even watching anything yet, so I think taking notes is fine.
Yeah, so look at your opponent and reaction points. Because when I played Violence yesterday, I remember reading Violence now. It felt like he reacted to everything I did. And it was very discouraging. Just at the time. It was just, I would look at him, but it's like I didn't really know how to react or find those reaction points. And every time I tried to do maybe an overshot stomp and prop him up, or an undershot stomp, he'd down smash me, or he cleanly way dash out to go out of it and put me into the corner. Those sort of situations would occur. Kind of a similar thing here with Wally, where it felt like I had like sort of those zones where I could have gotten just him into reaction points, but I either just didn't look at my punch or I didn't convert off of it. Because my punish game was on point, pretty much, I'd say. Most of the set, aside from like some crucial drops. But like there was a few crucial drops, but in the grand scheme of things, my punish game was really solid. I was able to get a lot more upper full charts.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just you can drill those reaction points into your head, like every time you practice, like just train yourself to look at your opponent after certain actions, like after you're landing.
Do that like on ranks and stuff like that, or just do it just like against anybody really?
Yes.
Like you have that sort of thing.
Yeah, whoever you're playing, it just in friendlies, right? Keep practicing doing reaction points. So as you're landing with the neutral air, if you're undershooting it or overshooting it, that's a good chance to look at your opponent. That's an example, right?
Yeah. It's like a really good example because like when I with that undershot in air, where is my opponent on stage? What is he doing? Is he reaching? Is he staying put? If he's staying put, just kind of just reset or just wait and go back. Or play the advantage if there's enough space for you to take over. If he's reacting out of it, then try to punish it. Say if Marth is going for a grab or a nair or some sort of aerial like that, see what he's doing after you undershoot that aerial.
Yeah.
And how does he respond?
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, I think it's just a practice thing. I mean, everyone's pretty bad at like looking at the screen, but it's something you can practice. Just gotta keep working at it. Okay, how do I refocus myself when flubs happen? Missed edge guards or punish?
Kind of the same thing as before. Is like there was a really big flub in game 3 where I could have stomped him, but I missed the knee.
Okay.
And that was a stock swing that happened in game 3. That honestly could change the outcome of the set.
So again, I gotta ask: when you say refocused, what is happening to you, like your body or your brain, when that happens? Are you like everything? You forget everything? Like you just start doing random shit, or like what happens to you?
In my mind, I start to panic. I start to panic because I'm like, fuck, that's a big opening, and that could have been that's a big swing game, and I started kind of milling around play to try and do something, try to get back the position or minimize the damage that could be done. And and I maybe at some points like I feel a little bit dejected inside because I'm like, this big miss decided a game pretty much. And that's where it's like, and he got the stock for it to the 4 stocks too. And that was a little bit late because it's like, if I get that punished, that's probably like an even game at that point. And it's like, it felt like a really big uphill battle to climb from there because it's like every miss was just crucial. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. So you talk a lot about like all these like the feelings you have when that happens, how important it is. Obviously, hitting a crucial punish is important. What should you do, right? So after you miss your punish, the next thing you do is play the next situation, right? So if you get hit like a soft knee instead, then you go for like a shark underneath, for example. If you really, I don't know, feel that messed up mentally afterwards, it could help to take a breath, back up for a second, reset to neutral. Yeah, I'm not sure what else for this one.
Should I just write down like take a breath or go to the next situation when you miss?
Yeah, the most important thing is to just like do the next thing you have to do, right? Like you missed the knee, okay. Where's Marth now, right? Look at your opponent again. What do you want to do there? Is he shielding? Is he like whiffing a grab, maybe he's gonna dash back afterwards, right? Like, you just have to keep playing the game, right?
Yeah, when you whip a punish. Alright, playing the game. I think I stopped playing the game.
Yeah, it sounds like you start thinking about, I don't know, you start thinking about like the bracket, you're down 2-1, all that stuff is actually completely useless when you're playing. It's just counterproductive.
Yeah, I think I get very uptight of stuff still, and it's something I'm trying to adjust to. I'm at least glad. The one thing I'm happy about is that I'm at least consistently, I'm entering tournaments, and that's like a big thing because I never had the ability to do it before. So it's like now I'm actually like I am at least trying to address the issues of me as a competitor on how to approach things.
Yeah, that's good. Another way to think about this is like, don't focus on the past, just keep yourself present, right? Like, sure, you missed a stomp, you lost a game. That was then, right? What are you
Yeah.
supposed to do now? That's all. That's the only thing you can do to like be better in these kind of situations is to just stay present and focus on what you need to do.
I think I did a good job actually throughout the bracket with it for the most part, except like game five. Game five and game in particular, I was just not good at. I'm not good at those things. But like in two, two and four, and even game one, even after I lost game one, pretty much when the game good, I was like game one never happened pretty much, and I won pretty. And the same thing happened in game four, where I kind of just I blocked it and just kind of played with the game. But like in the games I've lost, I feel like I got away from the game in the situation. And it goes back to what you mentioned before too, where I started overthinking that I'm behind, or I missed this edge guard, I missed a stop, or an SDH, something like that. Those sort of things start to occur.
Yeah.
And I put way too much pressure on myself, and it just came out over time.
Right.
Eventually, I lost the set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you can do it between games where you say, okay, whatever happened last game, but I'm going to the next game playing, like doing what I need to do. It's the same thing when you flub something. You miss a stomp knee. Okay, what do you do after that? Right? You just got to be a little bit quicker about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you have time between games.
Yeah, it's where like, when I played Tuesday, the climbers player. I came back from 3 stars to 1. Actually, to win game 2.
Cool.
It's like I've done that type of thing before, where I pulled it back, but it's like again, just like I don't know if it's just sort of matchup thing or what, but it's like it's still hot. I don't know. I don't like using. I don't know. I don't like using the term now, but it still feels like it's hot at times where I can pull out those types of scenarios, and then I don't. Like my focus will just kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll start to force things like I mentioned before. I'll start forcing segments. I'll start forcing overshot air. Stop looking at my opponent. Those sort of things.
Yeah, I feel like when you
I don't take a breather when that happens. Or when I miss a punish, I don't really take a breather out of the next situation. I start.
Yeah, I feel that when you say it's hot and cold, like you're implying that sometimes you're good about refocusing, sometimes you're bad about it, right?
Yes, sometimes I'm very good at it, and then other times.
Sure. Yeah, but I think the underlying thing is just that you feel that you were better about refocusing just because you won and not because of what you actually did. So again, I think it's going to be more important to watch your game and see what you can do better.
Do you want me to write this one out? Watch the game. Don't focus on the
Yeah, that's fine. But you already know that, right? We talk about that a good amount, right? That you need to stay present.
It's a reminder myself though, because I'll get way too fixated on that.
Okay.
That's the reason. I'll get very, very fixated on that, and it's like really destructive.
Does that help you to write this out?
Yes.
Okay.
It does. I literally what happened after yesterday. I pretty much wrote like a long ass, maybe like 2 to 3 pages long book, just like all the thoughts I felt yesterday, because I was kind of just at that time like, happy with myself. I was very distraught mindset-wise, and I wrote it down and just got all the thoughts I needed out and all that sort of frustration, just all that sort of frustration or just what I felt inside. And then, I watched as weird as it sounds, I actually watched like Mr. Rogers videos. I never thought I know it's kind of, I did it and it kind of calmed me down. Really, I kind of found a source that worked for me and just kind of calmed me down. And when I woke up today, most of the tension was gone, and when I was warming up and stuff like that, I kind of just focused on whether it doesn't matter if I won or lost. Kept playing. I warmed up with Lucas. I warmed up with a couple people in the online Discord. I warmed up with Tycoon right before, right before I played Wally. I did like all these things. I even looked in the mirror a few times, like I did with how to deal with the security things. So I mean, I did like a lot of things to pretty much like piece myself back together, and that's where I'm at least pretty proud of that. But I needed to write that stuff down because it's just get my thoughts. Just get it out. Get it out. This is just be blunt of how I felt, whether it's a good thought or a bad thing. Just get it out. That's how I felt.
That's good. I think it sounds like you're improving at all of this stuff, and it does take time. But if you keep working at it, I think you're in a good trajectory. I think.
I mean, maybe I should use that notebook now for more mindset, really. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it like very simple on notes. I don't want to go like, because I can go overboard on note taking. I think you've seen my note taking before. I can go overboard on it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's breaking the simplicity. That's the thing. But it's like I may write down a monologue if it's like a really bad day, or just like I don't know. I may just write like a mini monologue to myself, just to get the thoughts just on paper, just how I'm feeling or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then just write it and then just leave it. Just leave it. Close the book and bit, and just let my mind process it overnight. And don't even look at the book. Don't even look at the book. Just let it process and let it speak for itself too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I approach business right now.
Okay, so then the next question is this more a gameplay one. It looks like. What do I do when Marth is shielding, standing, and throwing out aerials in the corner? Okay, so first off, I gotta say, Marth can't do three things at the same time, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
But these are like the main three options that I felt like really kind of caught me in this set.
For sure, yeah. Tell me more about this question.
Wally, pretty much for the most part, chilled in the corner. In my opinion, most of the set, like he would shield he let Legends or do like a neutral get up, just from ledge in the corner, and he would just shield it. There, and I'd always be too late to grab or out of range to grab it. And then he would also throw out lots of nairs and tears in the corner where my instinct is the side B because side B can't scoop up more from that situation. But use that point into where I can't really get it. It's like I'm not sure if I should just.
Wait, I couldn't hear you there. So yeah, if he's doing aerials in the corner, you try to side B. That sounds good to me. What happened?
And he'd fastball them though, or he'd fastball his aerials, or I'd be out of range to not hit him with the side B.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's able to react in time.
Okay, maybe you want to put out a nair or some aerial instead, or dash chance grab. Those are two other options.
Yes.
My understanding is that if Marth is doing a fast fall aerial, like a later aerial, that means there's more time where he's airborne, right? And so you could have hit him earlier with like means a good chance of like trading with that, right? You'd win that trade.
Yes, yeah, I've done that before.
Mm-hmm. Even run up shield grab could potentially work.
I didn't really do that much this set too, so it's like it's something to keep in mind. But it felt like I was always either just a little bit out of range to actually punish him there, and I needed to either way dash in or full crouch in to assess the situation and see how well he responds to me just holding crouch there on the center mission before, or do that crouch to dash stomp and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the scenarios, I didn't do enough. I didn't really do that for a lot of those options. And even when I did try doing them, Wally would instantly start getting really aggressive. And it kind of goes back to a little bit forward. It was a little bit of violence where it felt like at times you step ahead. Like in the first couple, it would be step ahead of me, that step ahead. He'd step ahead of me, I'm a step ahead of him. And eventually he was a step ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like just back. It was pretty much just back and forth. I knew what he was going to do, but then he'd go and adjust instantly right back.
Yeah, and that'll happen. As long as you need to have answers to that response from him, right? His counterplay, you need to have answers to that as well.
Yeah, and I feel like I was just way too slow in responding to it, or I didn't recognize it quick enough.
Yeah. Another thing you could do for this situation is you could run up, like move up first and then enter crouch, right? Or wave dash then crouch.
Yeah.
Okay, if he's doing an aerial, that's a free grab afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good question because we can look for that, right? Okay. Anything
Not really
else
much
or?
I could really write now because it's more gameplay wise. It's not really mental, but it felt like one of us had just out adjusted the other person.
Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start going through the games.
I'm gonna double check one thing real quick. I just want to make sure. I think that what I meant that was one if the water was left from me before. So I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. What's up, Simon?
So,
I saw you had like a bajillion Falcos to fight today.
dude, it was all Falcos and
Yeah.
Naki. That was my bracket.
Yeah. Daki a Fox?
Yeah.
That's how my net play tournaments have been. It's just actually all spacies. The one
Yeah,
time
it felt like I was just playing on ranked.
yeah. The one time I didn't have spacies, I did really well. And that was like a long time ago, but
Yeah. Dude, that's like Falco and Fox are Falcon's worst matchup.
yeah.
Oh, man. It's rough. But I beat the number one in Hawaii, so that's cool.
Oh
Yes.
damn. How's the connection?
It wasn't good.
Okay, I figured.
Firefly High DM'd me after the match and congratulated me for beating him and said that he lags with him even in their own state.
Oh my god.
So it wasn't great, but I put it on 3 frames delay and it was okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got half the Pacific Ocean between you and him, so.
Yeah. It ended up being fine with the 3-frame delay. I barely noticed
Yeah.
that it was 3 instead of 2.
People should do that more. I need to do that more. When I have to play against someone on the East Coast, yeah, just
Yeah.
change it to
That's
frame.
You played three points delay test?
Yeah, against the number one in Hawaii.
Oh, Dilma?
Yeah.
Okay, Nathan.
We're Dilma Slayers. I'm about to say Simon. I beat him 2 weeks ago.
Oh, for sure.
Nice.
But Logos was just complaining on Twitch or on Fiction stream about him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He was just complaining about the lag. And I
Yeah.
beat him and he congratulated me.
Yeah, more people need to do the 3-frame thing.
Yeah, it helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up being like that.
I'd say the max frame really if it's 4-frame.
Yeah, I don't know if it went to 4-frame, I'd probably just ask that they get DQ'd. But if 3-frame fixes it, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I tried playing someone from Europe with 4-frame, and it's like dealing with delay based.
Wait, what is the long-term plan of those Hawaii players then? Because if they get to where they have to fight East Coast players, wouldn't they have to play on 4-frame? That's horrible.
Yeah, they would. That's the net play world we live in. If in order to do major tournaments, we have to play East Coast players.
Unless they just ban Hawaii for cross-country tournaments.
Yeah, that's a bummer too.
I kind of feel like they should, which is unfortunate. But they can still have Hawaii for West Coast only. But for a cross-country tournament, I feel like they probably should ban it for that reason.
But even if they just go to Texas, even Hawaii, Texas, even then that's a bit of a reach.
Yeah. Once Hawaii has to play non-West Coast people, it starts getting rough.
Because I played people in Texas, and I've had hit-miss connections on Texas part. When I played Justice, but then when I played Tuesday today, it was perfect.
Okay, so gameplay.
Yep.
Are you watching?
Yep, I'm watching.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say my guesses on what's gonna happen. I think Wally plays a lot more aggressive than I do. He presses a lot more buttons, and I predict that there'll be opportunities for you to dash dance grab him, run up crouch, or run up shield grab, much more than there would be versus me. That's my guess. And so you probably want to like switch to a more defensive style very quickly, and then like just grab it. That's my guess. But he's also pretty good at the matchup, so it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, I don't know who has the upper hand between him and Notorious, but I know they play a lot.
They do. Yeah. I think Wally, but I'm not sure. Oh god, the game's so fast. There, okay. Does this look like you could shield grab him?
It's like maybe you could, but oh yeah, you could shield grab.
Yeah, this is like I think
it's very ambiguous though because we knew he was crossing you up.
Yeah, but cross-ups are okay, like because the Falcon's grab boxes, right?
Yeah, kind of. But Marth falls so slow and like drifts far enough that if he didn't like fast fall and drift in the way he did there, like I don't think it would have been shield grabbable. So it's kind of like unreactable, I guess.
I'm not sure. I think this one was kind of free.
Because he fast fell it at the end. If he didn't, there's no way you can shield grab that.
And then you stomp out a shield. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
If he had not auto cancel it, that's shield grabbable.
Okay, so why did you want to jab after?
Right here.
Yeah. What does jab beat that? Like, why do you need a jab here?
I thought I was gonna be a lot closer. I didn't think I'd be this far away, and I was gonna like jab him, similar to what Simon said like before. Like when Marth is facing away and shielding, jab his shield or mirror his shield, and I thought it'd be much closer, but it turned out a lot farther than I thought.
Now let's be super specific. Why do you want to jab his shield? What options is that beating?
If he does it, he needs to jump out of shield, like a jump out of shield with aerial.
Okay.
So I get stuck with area, stuck him in the air.
That's good.
Jab and grab too, or if he's holding shield, like just jab and grab him.
I think it's better if you just grab him instead of jabbing and then grabbing. But yeah. Another thing is so Marth's really bad when he's facing the wrong way with his shield, right? Even if you were to do an aerial out of shield, you could just punish it. Maybe even without crouching, but I suggest that you just crouch behind him here if you think he's going to do an aerial, and then you get a grab out of that.
So like when I cross him up, just like hold crouch grip or just wait and see what he does.
I think it's a solid option, especially if you think he's going to jump here.
Okay.
So let's say he's not going to jump. This wave dash away, right? That's what he ends up doing. That makes sense, right? Why he would want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so another option you can do after this kind of position, you get behind a Marth. He's probably going to wave dash, maybe even roll away. And so you could read that with like an overshoot approach or stomp or something, right?
Yep, overshot stomp's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah. So next time you're in a situation where you're behind Falcon's shield, behind Marth's shield, you could just choose one of the two options, and you have a good chance of getting a good opening, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So auto's either standing there or overshooting. Those are kind of like the go-to in this situation.
Crouch.
Overshoot if he way dashes or if way dashes or rolls out, and hold crouch if he's just chilling or it jumps out.
Yes, I think that's solid. And then let's think about jab. Like if he's like mashing shield grab, right? He actually grabs you if he's like good, right? If he holds down and shield grabs, but I mean he's facing the wrong way, so that'd be really weird. So I don't know why. I don't think jab is what you really want to do when you're facing behind Marth. So see, we looked at a key situation that probably come up every once in a while when you play against a Marth. Key situation is you get behind the shield, and we consider the risk reward of doing various options. What does jab really get us? I don't feel like it will typically get you a good reward. And then we think about the other options, like he could do an aerial out of shield. That was a good suggestion. He could wave dash away, and so we have good counters to both of those that get you a high reward. That aren't very risky either, right? Do you feel like the ones I suggested are risky?
They're pretty safe.
I think so.
I actually, in these positions, I do really like just dashing towards the Marth immediately, and then you can do either the crouch or even just like instant nair, and it'll stuff most of Marth's out of shield options. Like there's not much you can do if you just like dash up to where he's shielded in nair.
After this stomp?
Yeah, you're a little behind, but like he basically has to hard read with like short hop back air, which is just going to be negative because of your percent.
Yeah, you can just take the back air and then grab him.
Yeah.
So like short hop nair, pretty much.
I don't think that's bad. I think it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think I like the crouch thing more. Again, because the first thing you said is you thought he would jump. So if you think he's gonna jump and if you thought he was gonna short hop aerial out of shield, it's best to just crouch behind his shield. And then alternatively, if you think he's gonna move,
I don't think it's very common for the Marth to short hop aerial out of shield with this percent though.
I agree.
They almost always just wave dash away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an even better way to think about it, right? Like consider the percents.
Low percent, he's probably not gonna. A higher percent jump goes quickly.
At a higher.
Yeah, once back air starts like knocking you off stage, then it becomes a bit more likely. But at 0, it's just such a bad option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marths are really gonna like back air out of shield here. They might down air or nair out of shield. That's more common. But yeah, based on the percent.
I expect down air out of shield more often than not.
Yeah. That's probably what a Marth would do.
Oh, yes, even that's pretty uncommon.
Yeah.
Especially at low percent. Although actually, Wally does, if I remember right, he does like to down air.
I could see it. But yeah, super low percent, they're probably gonna move out of shield, and so it's a really good idea to read that movement and like go for an overshoot stomp or something. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because even if the stomp misses, I can put him in the same situation again.
Yeah. And there's situations where you're not getting messed up for him, right? They're like pretty low, relatively low risk for you.
And if I hit him, that's a grab. You know, if I hit him,
Huge.
stomp, that's a stomp grab. You know, so on and so forth.
Yeah, best thing you could ask for, really. Okay, ran up. Looks like your movement's a little off here, right? You run up, shield, and then you drop shield. I'm guessing that's not intentional.
I was probably anticipating. For me, I'm probably anticipating him to do an aerial and a shield grab it, like he was gonna do like a short hop here.
Let's see you drop shield.
Yeah, you didn't grab though. You just dropped shield. It goes like a bad wave dash to shield. What's it?
I'd probably try with a thing on shield. I just want to say.
Okay.
Because it may jump.
No, this is. I don't think this is jump squat. Pretty sure this is the drop shield animation.
Yeah, but at the end.
Maybe after dropping shield, you jumped. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I missed the way to shield.
Yeah, well, you also dropped shield prior to this, which is, I think, more concerning. Because drop shield is a pretty slow animation. I don't know very much about it, because I just don't do it.
I'm pretty sure you can jump at any point out of drop shield animation.
Oh,
which
really?
Is good. I think so, because you can still do all your out of shield options. You can grab it and jump.
Okay.
But, that's it, all you can do.
They just look kind of...
It'd be better just a way dash instead of just...
Yeah, you definitely want to press jump while still holding shield, because then you can't get hit easily.
Yeah, like these are all wasted frames. So here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you're in jump squat. Then that's an additional 4, I believe. So
yeah, 4.
So I don't know how you. What's up?
That's 11 frames wasted.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So I don't know how you wave dash out of shield or jump out of shield, but make sure you're executing this one cleanly. So run up shield and then like jump out of shield there. It's a little thing. But. Okay, he down tilts you. Okay, this is like an important mix-up in the matchup. Let's see. Okay, he just catches you with a down tilt. Kind of a weird initial hit, but yeah, he gets you with the down tilt. You're jumping, so you get knocked down. Not knocked down, but in this kind of animation. Marth, one of the things he can really threaten you with here is a run-up grab. And he goes for a nair here. Nair's okay here. You dash back, which is really good, but then you just roll out. It's not bad what you chose here, but this was actually a dash chance grab opportunity. Why are you rolling here, Nathan?
Just to get back to center.
Okay, there's a lot here.
I actually roll in those spots a lot, but it's usually supposed to be a shield pivot nair.
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe that's a possibility.
Because you played this almost really, really well. So, but you need to understand the situation, otherwise you won't clean it up. Because you did something that's generically solid to just move and like roll behind him to get center stage. I would say that's generically good. Like just you can't really go wrong with it. But there's something much better you could do. So you dashed out of the down tilt like landing lag, which is really good. And then if you're dashing, you should be looking for him to do an aerial. Right. Otherwise, you may as well have just rolled at the beginning.
That's like pivot nair possibility.
Could be.
Not even pivot shield nair. Like I can literally just pivot nair him here.
Or if you dash dance right outside of his nair, right? What's Marth gonna do after he nairs?
Yeah, it does look like you did, because you actually turned around before shielding. It does look like you were trying to do for a pivot nair. You see that? He's shielding towards Wally, and then the roll begins.
Could be. Either way, yeah, I mean, you could dash dance grab here. The dash back was good. Okay, this one's really important.
This is so scary.
Yeah. But if it's any sort of...
I know exactly what you're talking about, Simon, because it's like, if they're dashing away, you can't get them, so it's like...
Yeah, if you like drifted the nair back at the end of the animation, it's not grabbable.
Yeah, it's like, I had to rely on, like, Wally fully fading because I had to grab his hand pretty much in this case.
So when Marth is
kind of a risk.
When Marth moves forward with his nair, those are pretty grabbable, even with Falcon. But if he's not, if he's doing a bit of fade away or in place, it's not grabbable because he's probably dashing back, right? And then we know how to beat his dash back in those spots, right?
Yeah, overshot stomp or hold crouch and see what he does afterwards.
Yeah.
You're right.
Heathen. How dare you? What's up?
Hi.
What's up? Okay, but this one was actually super not great. So here you could do the toucan, where you roll behind me, and then you hold down and you grab me and you kill me, right?
Yeah, I do that a lot. It's pretty good.
It's really good.
So you just roll him and shield afterwards because like there's not enough frames for me to get a move out to beat out your other move.
Yeah, so here's a reaction point that you could practice while you're rolling. Look at your opponent, right? So in this case, it's nair lag. Right, so you're getting behind him, and then what do you try to do?
Shielding there, right there, and then he jumps.
You could shield. I think what would be better is if you just hold down here. Oh, you try to grab. That's also good. So you try to grab, but during your grab, you should be holding down as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's also downer. That's the thing. It's downer, so it's like you can't really do that downer.
No, you can because it's a rising downer. Rising downer does not have that much hit stun, so you could get like
sweet spot. Is it not sweet spot downer?
Even if he sweet spot,
you can crouch it and then move before he gets to the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at low percent you can.
Yeah, and even at a high percent, I don't think he's plus.
Something I need data. I could probably ID data. Or...
Yeah, you just hold down.
No, just hold down and grab.
You just always hold down. Like
it's very
even
lenient.
at high percent, you can usually tech it. So it's fine.
Yeah. So practice this one. Holding down during animations is really important. Here you're like really close to him, so you're holding. You want to be holding down. Grab is great, but during that grab you should also be holding down. So make sure you practice that specific movement, like like mashing grab and holding down, and then like grabbing some more.
Hold gray stick or C stick now, pretty much.
Yeah, I think what I do is I hold down on the gray stick and I mash A while holding the shield button, like R.
That's what Bobby told me a while ago.
Yeah,
So I should just
early everyone could know.
just apply that same sort of thing. They're just like if he's really close to me in this sort of situation, just hold down and mash A.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, Nathan, that if Marth's sweet spot dares you in your Falcon and you're crouching, like truly crouching, you won't fall down until you're at like 81 damage, I think.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
it doesn't
right.
pop until then.
Yeah, if you're holding down and totally crouching, you can't be doing an animation or anything.
Give me a sec. I need data. Yeah,
And
that's important. So,
I believe if you're not doing an animation, or if you are doing an animation rather, you only have until 25 to.
Yeah, that sounds kind of accurate.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Marth, there.
Nathan, when in doubt, you should be holding down and trying to grab me. Like,
Yeah.
knowing the number doesn't really matter in this case because, like, let's say the dare's a little bit more staled, right? Then you could have got it if you were just fishing for the grab. Like, it's a super high reward option.
Yeah, this is probably not something you should think about.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm
Yeah,
just
there's
gonna have to
almost no situation where holding down is bad.
I'm gonna just have to end threshold. Fine, you're right. It works until 80.
Yeah.
Because your game plan here shouldn't change based on your percent, actually.
Yeah, it should.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, nice.
That was
What are you trying to do here?
neat, I would guess.
Need it.
Neat.
20%? Is that too early?
Yeah, it's too early, but that's just based on what he ended up doing, what I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah. Shouldn't you, like, nair or
Sure.
upper?
Yeah, you should have here.
Did you try to do that, Nathan?
Wait. Why wouldn't you do instant double jump there?
The platform's right there. It just seems like the Marth could like SDI onto it, shield or something. He's a little far away.
No,
It's
the
like-
odds that seem low. I think it would be way more
No,
reward.
he's so far away. It's like, it's weird.
Well, it's
You'd have to, like,
weird,
dash
but it's the
to
better
get
follow up.
Maybe. Upper's
You
just safe though.
You would dash, block, and then double jump there.
Nathan, what could you be doing here?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. It's weird when they're far away. You have to like
Probably,
dash.
probably there.
No, during your F smash lag.
Holding down.
Yes. Here's another free grab for you. He's just giving you. You got 2 opportunities to take the stock. Almost. This one I won't really like fault you on, but if you were holding down here, you wouldn't have really been knocked up at all because it was a weak upper.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how good it is. I thought this would be a chance to like grab or look for a defensive option. Because, did he use his double jump? I thought he did. Yeah, he used his double jump, right? So he has to fall here. So you just grab
Here's
his...
where I like turn around daring actually.
I didn't realize he had used his double jump.
Okay. It would be tight
Here
getting
is cool.
getting the nair out. That'd be difficult. Very difficult.
Honestly, you can hit it. You can totally hit it right here.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I would think to grab or look for a roll. He's shielded.
And he's shielded. That's powerful.
And just, the fact that you hit him with the back air and he's like falling, right? There's all those falling frames. Then there's the 4 frames of landing after he lands, right? So.
Nathan, why did you choose to go up to the platform like that after you missed the up air?
I thought he still had his Y. I didn't realize he could burn his jump.
I actually agree with this here. After the up air whiffed and you're above him, I would be expecting like an up tilt or an up air or something.
Yeah, I think
I don't mind doing the platform.
If you double jump and then you just fall back down through the side platform, Marth's not going to be able to reach you, regardless of what he goes for.
That's so
Now, look, you're all stuck up there, and then he's going to keep doing this.
I feel like that's just bad platform movement because you don't have to be stuck up there. You should be fine in this matchup if you go to the top flag.
It's something I've been working on too. It was not good there. I did not wave one or anything like that. I was just trying to stick pretty much at this situation, which isn't good.
At this spot, you can actually cover everything on reaction if you do the up air. I think if you do the up air, you should go for the reaction. If you're not going for the reaction, just like stomp from the.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree.
Because you can position to like right where you're in the middle of the platform and then react to whatever up air.
Okay, so react shark up there, but then if I'm really trying to read, go
Just
for rising up or rising 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan, sometimes it's good to accept that you're not going to get, the free up air follow-up where, like, they don't get to tech because you get up there fast enough to up air them. It looked like that was what you were going for, but sometimes it's better to just let them get the tech for the sake of consistency. Because you didn't seem sure here whether Marth was going to be able to tech before you got up there or not, and you just went instantly right there,
Right.
and then Marth got the tech. But if you just wait, then you can do the tech chase regardless. So maybe just sacrifice that true follow-up sometimes so that you miss less of these.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure it was true there with that GI.
I don't think it was, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
then it might have been true if Marth was at like 57. But then
Yeah.
you could still let him tech on the platform just to keep it simpler in your head, and then just go for the tech chase regardless. Basically,
Wait for them to tag.
if it looks ambiguous, just wait, because they're going to tech. They're not going to, even if they did jump out, think about how trash that would be for them, and
Yep.
then you would see that and be up there on reaction.
Okay.
Yep.
So pretty much like, if unsure, just wait for the tag to happen and then
Yeah.
react.
Just let people hit the floor if you're not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what is it? And it's like, and then if like they jump, obviously, like you said, just go for the up air city, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, even if you fail, like, the follow-up from them jumping, now you've got data. You're like, they jump, how to hit stuns. So next time you just hard read that with knee or something.
Yeah, up air, knee. Usually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's really good because, you could hard read something, get a huge reward, but you kind of, you were too early, so you didn't actually cover anything. Whoa.
Yeah, I think that was another thing. I think you're just trying to go for follow-ups that kind of are not, like, you don't have time for them. So instead you should read the escape option.
Yeah.
When you're playing, like, Smash 4 Ultimate and you can't really true with punish anything, so you gotta read what they do afterwards. Yeah, you should take some of that and put it into your melee game plan, because Falcon's fast, but he's not that fucking fast that you can stand up from attack and run in and knee.
Yeah. So pretty much just like apply that type of stuff, because I used to do that stuff a little bit before where it's all about reading.
Yeah.
So just apply that here.
Yeah, here I would definitely just be taking space and then like not actually committing to anything. Just try and make sure he's as stuffed into the corner as you can, and then maybe like turn your back to him to threaten the back air or something.
That goes back to what I mentioned before, Umar. I'm not looking at my opponent because look how telegraphed this is. I'm literally from
Across the whole stage.
Yeah, this is not a reaction tech chase opportunity.
Well, the thing is, it's a thing with the human brain. Like, you remember the times that this worked and someone didn't block and they just got fucking obliterated.
Yeah.
I could say I've made a living off of that, where you need people from across the stage and it works. So.
But everyone's gonna have to do an escape option eventually. Marth doesn't have a ton out of the corner, so.
It's gonna shield, dash forward, maybe dash back. Can't really do that here. Or jump.
Yeah.
Jump, not really. So yeah, it's just dash forward or shield at this point. So.
Or go to the ledge.
Yeah.
If I was playing Simon, I bet he would have ran in and did like a neutral jump nair, and then he would have just been standing under the platform right there, and been like, "Come get me!" Like, what are you
Pretty
doing?
much. That's exactly what I would do there.
Just wait him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should space just outside of his like immediate attack range, and then just like threaten being able to unreactably like aerial at him from super close.
And if you want to play it more aggressive than that, you can just read an escape option, but just don't go for the true tech chase because it's never happening. Everyone blocks or does like an up tilt or something in that position.
Good players will not want to pretty much.
Yeah, well, maybe the really good players might be like, I'm going to do the idiot thing, but definitely, like, Wally is going to block every time because he knows I'd rather, force him to go for a grab or something than get a knee.
I just want to make sure that it's clear to you that this isn't a true follow-up, and you should... Is that clear to you, or did you think this could hit?
I think it's clear that I should not, like, I shouldn't go for the shot. I should run up.
Well, I just want to, like, this, it's not a guaranteed follow-up, this one. Right? You're so far away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, as long as you understand that, then yeah, then what they're all saying is really important. You go for the next thing, right? Read their defensive option here.
See where they are on stage after I hit with this, instead of auto just committing to just knee each time.
I think
Eventually you'll kind of have muscle memory for it, though, right? Like, once you start learning that you can't get this, like, think about how much closer do you think Marth would have had to be for you to get the knee? Maybe, like, on the other side of the platform or something?
Or maybe just, like, dead center stick probably could have worked.
Yeah, if you could process that, then your brain will just instantly recognize, okay, anything farther than that, I read the escape option. Like, just try to, build that as a subconscious thing, because you don't want to have to think about it every time, or you'll miss the actual true follow-ups.
Yeah, because like in this far range, I can just reset neutral, just close the space that I have.
Yeah,
but like if I'm at the dead center portion, I can probably try.
And it might help to not even think about it of resetting neutral. Like, think about it as you're still continuing a string here if you don't go for that knee. If you just run up and stand near him, it's like you're almost still comboing Marth. He has very few escape options.
Yeah, he's pinned in a corner pretty much. He doesn't really have a lot of space to do anything.
Yeah. You get it.
it's not a true follow-up. You can play the next mix, though.
I do like how I played this part, though, right after payback banners.
That's fine. If you move forward.
Except that knee, not that knee.
What's that? I saw something with your
I
movement.
actually don't think you needed to fade back with it. You were kind of just giving up stage.
You think?
Yeah, because you were already out of his attack range, so like, what is the nail covering?
I'm
It's covering him jumping straight at you and covering him running at you. And that doesn't change if you stay in place or if you move backwards, so you're just kind of like giving him the stage back by doing that.
So you're saying that, like, even if he's fading in, should I just bank on just, like, doing it in place here?
Yeah, I think your nair in place here will actually just like...
They're fading that.
Yeah, there's not really a way for him to hit you for it, unless he like super hard reads you. And you can just like immediately like dash back afterwards if you want to make it safer. And then you can dash back in. Do it again.
Okay, so again with your out of shield movement, you drop shield again, and then you jumped. So I'd say practice that some more, because I've seen it twice already.
Just shield drum.
Yeah, just do your wave dash out of shields better. You should be jumping out of shield. You shouldn't be letting go of shield and then jumping, which is what's been happening here.
I think what's likely happening, Nathan, is you're letting go of L as you jump, or R, whatever. As you jump.
I use R all the time, actually.
Yeah. You gotta keep holding the button until your jump squat is started, which is why it's really hard to wave dash out of shield with one trigger, because what I do is I just hold the one that I use for shield during the entire wave dash, That way I don't accidentally drop shield before jumping, but you can still do it with one trigger. You just have to make sure you don't let go until you've pressed jump.
Yeah, that's an idea. I just use the one trigger.
Same.
I just feel more comfortable using trigger, but so I'll keep that in mind. So just like hold down until I'm in squat.
Hold the shield until you're in jump squat, or else you'll get a few frames of drop shield.
Yeah.
Okay. There's probably not an Uncle Punch. It's like
you just practice that on your own. Like you'll notice if you're in a jump squat or whatever, if you're in drop shield animation.
they're like color codes. practice. That's like they can only find it.
That's true.
Yeah, or just do it a few times in 20xx and then watch yourself, see if you did it correctly or not. That's another thing you can do. So he pretty much hard read you jumping here. So, I don't know. I'm just giving that.
Like, I feel like that fair shouldn't have worked even with the read. Like, if you just shielded there, which you usually do on a platform like that, you just shield this, and then it's a free shield jump up here. I don't know what you're doing on that platform.
Yeah, Nathan, why did you want to jump here? You're cornered, so are you trying to escape? I think that's reasonable.
Probably trying to flop in there. Like, jump on the platform and flop out. Either there or I'd fight you, because I do like to shield up on there a lot, Simon. But I probably didn't see the shield coming.
I don't know what this animation is.
That looks like dash forward.
I think so.
Probably the
Yeah.
wrong.
Dash, then
Definitely
full
the
hop.
shield drop.
So just like in this sort of situation, when like already had been like real,
You could have grabbed it.
I think both are good. Shielding here makes sense. You could see it's kind of close to you, so yeah, maybe you should shield.
Yeah,
Based
they're
on
that
that.
close. I like shielding, and then
Yeah.
if they don't attack immediately, you can like jump out of shield, I guess.
Yeah.
would it be good to, like if they're like really hard to speak for us here, just to wave that back and just get off the platform?
Nah, I prefer shielding. If they're hard committing, it's just like always better.
Okay.
Yeah, the shield drop aerial is just free.
So it's another one of those reaction zones where it's like, if he's this close, if he's like this close, in rough
Also,
numbers,
you can
wow.
shield drop double jump wave land much faster than you can just regular wave dash out of shield because you don't have to go through jump squat.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little bonus.
Yeah, he's pretty close, so you probably want to shield as a result.
And if I shield that to that, you're right, Simon. That's like shield on under territory.
You actually should have just kept drifting forward and like neutral B or something after.
I feel like you too many times thought he was gonna jab. I thought he was gonna jab or do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, you missed that. I'm surprised. You usually just have smash this thing. Whenever he plays me, he just like charges neutral B or like F smash at the ledge over and over again.
I tried to fall through the platform and messed it up.
Mm-hmm. What was that up there?
I thought he was gonna drift the I thought he was gonna go the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's like a 50-50 on which way he goes.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe,
I mean, like,
maybe there's a late reaction to him.
Yeah,
going
looked a
up
little
into the
right. Late.
top line.
Oh. Okay, so you approach from the side platform. Not bad.
I don't like kneeing there because knee hitbox is kind of small. If you're gonna do that, go for the like Godskin there, because then it like actually covers the corner.
okay, so it would just be better just to auto to because I did do this quite a bit throughout the so it'd just
Yeah,
be better.
you can just short hop nair all the way into the corner from that side platform, and Marth can't like avoid it. He has to like beat it out or shield it basically.
Yeah, just Nair instead is a lot bigger.
And make sure to drift it forward a little more. Like don't fast fall it so early.
He's already jumping right here too, so it's like I catch him. That's like up there.
Yeah, the nair would hit him for sure. But you should practice getting the drift in, because it's a little tricky actually, to make sure the nair covers all the way in the corner. You have to practice it a little.
Hello,
I can
game?
probably just go up a bunch of that.
Yeah, just try to do it.
I thought they
Because-
should have
because
grabbed.
I did do the platform stuff, dude. I've been doing some of the platform like you told me about, Simon. And it has been very beneficial. And also just dashing, like, learning to instantly dash out of materials, that helps too. So I have
Yeah.
to practice that.
What were you saying, Emma?
I thought this would have grabbed.
Yeah. Sometimes Marth's just ungrabbable for some reason. And it sucks.
You could have done like a
It
turnaround
wasn't a
dash
bad idea,
JC
but it's
grab.
like it was just the block grab wasn't there.
Yeah, you see, you could like dash behind him or in front.
I actually just like short hopping right here too. Not bad.
Okay.
When he's like just in the air like this.
Yeah, like after the jab and he's in the air, it's like you can't do anything about it. The nair will just hit like every time. and then it probably leads into like a knee or something, or a fatty edge guard.
Yeah, and even if it's reverse hit, it's not even that bad. You still fall off.
Yeah, exactly. You still get a combo no matter what. But it's pretty hard for the Nair to reverse there. That's unfortunate. I've done my share of those. Yikes.
Oh man, that sucks. And I've been practicing the hack stashes too. And I was gonna wait that back, and I was gonna do the hack stash.
Yeah. That was just a slightly bad time for big finish.
His backers are good.
Like that.
They like all almost hit him.
Narrow shield.
So you're dropping shield a lot. You block
Right
this
here,
mirror.
when he spaces that narrow shield, I really like short hop, full drift in narrow kind of shield. It like just punishes it. Marth can't really like
You should
do
watch
that
some
narrow
Marth
shield.
That's
If
all.
you
Okay.
do your narrow.
Okay, so just like if he's like in that first on
Yeah, if a Marth like spaces there like that, yeah, just full drift in there. Right
And
there.
again, like you said, that's another Nair knee, so that's about maybe 2 or 3 openings where we could Nair knee and kill him, probably.
Yeah, or like narrow there. But regardless, it's just free hit, get him on stage.
It's a crucial opening.
Oh,
Yeah, full drift near fine here, but yeah, really work on your out of shield movement. I think dropping shield is like a smash 4 thing, so maybe you've been doing it ever since then, but you really want to be like wave dashing out of shield here, or
You can jump out of shield and smash 4, but obviously wave dash out of shield doesn't exist, so it's either you drop shield or you just basically jump out of shield. And smash 4 is a lot of a guessing game a lot of times.
yeah. Smash 4 having fewer drop shield frames is really big, because then you can just like jab out of shield. It's good.
yeah.
So I mean, you play smash 4 enough, shield is still fucking smash 4, you know.
Yeah, I've played all the games.
Shield is so good for I gotta say.
It's pretty annoying.
Practice
So
your
I'm
out of
not very
shield
good at shield
movement.
pressure in this game, because I don't know how to drift my characters right, and there's no O canceling. So I just end up getting hit out of shield a lot.
I know that I played enough smash 4 to know this time. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, good roll. Late.
Yeah, what happened?
He's weirdly hard to punish for some reason.
Yeah. This is another case, kind of like with the knee that we were looking at earlier. If it's not clear, if it's like ambiguous, if you can get there in time, you should just look for their defensive option.
Yeah, here at knee would actually be great.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably
Because you're behind his shield. There's like nothing you can do about it.
No,
We
that
talked
should
about
be up
before
to
this
it.
situation. He caught me that time on the up throw thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably yeah, exactly.
Probably,
That
I
happens.
probably-
You missed this, then you
I was
could do
just gonna
slide
say
off
keep it
DI
up there,
here.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure Marth can actually reaction tech chase with up tilt and Falcon. Because you can just like, if you can cover the tech in place with your up tilt, you could just like walk a little bit and then up tilt the roll too.
That's what I was gonna say. I think you could have walked up with it too.
You can
Really
tech
good.
down the up tilt.
Yeah, that's all you can do. But you definitely should double stick down and tech.
You can do slide off DI here.
I messed it up.
On me.
Oh, you did. Even though you hit that knee, you did what I was talking about. You dropped shield and then jumped out of shield during the drop shield animation. I think. Like, let me see right here. Yeah, right there. You did drop shield and then you jumped mid drop shield animation. So
Yeah, you literally didn't have to like go shield.
I think-
you need to cell cancel it either.
yeah, you need to keep holding block until you jump, or else you're gonna waste frames and not be able to punish a lot of shit.
So just don't drop shield at all. Just jump. Just shield jump. Pretty much shield and jump.
Yeah, jump
Yeah,
out of shield.
never drop shield.
Only drop
Just-
shield when you're actually needing to press shield again.
Wait, even then, wouldn't you? You would be better to
Wave
just.
dash down is one
I
frame.
mean, if you're using the one,
Yeah.
the one trigger.
Okay, I've never
I'm
done
doing
drop
one-
shield,
I'm doing
so
one.
I don't know. But
Yeah, I do one trigger too. So I let go right before I need to L cancel or whatever, or right before I need to press it to wave dash.
I think we've seen this like repeatedly just in this game, Nathan. So definitely practice your out of shield movement. Make sure you're not dropping your shield. You just jump out of shield.
Yeah. Just shield jump. Shield jump.
Okay, hack slash.
Nope, I just didn't cover anything.
I didn't do it. I tried doing it there. And so,
I don't like the full hop backer. I don't know if that would hit. And
I
then,
should have waited looking on top.
yeah, practice makes perfect. Okay.
German winner always gets punished by Marth because his aerials are so big.
Oh, I want to see something actually. See, Nathan, I told you not to always double jump after tournament winner, but if you double jumped here, you'd probably make it out.
Yeah.
That's just really funny because you
I don't know.
I mean, not to do it.
That's weird. Marth's bear is so big, it usually still catches it.
Oh my god. And this is what I'm talking about. I become Kyle Shanahan when he doesn't trust his game plan.
Okay, good. Too early.
And Ryan, you know my reference. Because I think Kyle Shanahan does not believe in his game plan. And that's the reason we lost the Super Bowl. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Niners fan, but that dude doesn't seem like he believes in himself, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's hard when you have that much pressure on you, so I don't blame him.
Okay, fun thing to note, when you're shielding down tilt in the corner, just shield grab it. If you can't down tilt a second time, it'll actually just beat the down tilt. And there you actually didn't even hit your shield with the down tilt. It was like you were still invincible or whatever. So you actually could have just grabbed it, pretty sure, guaranteed.
Nice roll.
I think you might grab a little bit much in neutral. Marth's really difficult for Falcon to grab. He has lots of animations that kind of juke it.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer doing aerials and comboing into grab.
Yeah.
But you can definitely shield grab down tilt a lot if they
Oh,
don't
for sure.
space it.
Even if it's moderately spaced, you can hold down and in, and if they keep down tilting, you'll like warp towards them as you spam shield grab.
True.
That's a free grab.
You were holding C-stick down here, Nathan,
I know.
and it glitched out or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can hold C-stick down, like almost ever. It's just you can just like do diagonal down if you're trying to go forward and down.
Just hold the diagonal gray stick on.
Yeah.
Your character will run slower if you do that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't have to start holding down until you're in the threat range, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, do it either way, right? Like, whichever one you prefer, but if you're gonna do C-stick down, you need to, like, hold that shit where it is and not jiggle it around or you'll get down smashes.
Yeah, I don't like C-stick, just personally. I think most people do, just because it's a little awkward. And in most situations, you can just move the gray stick.
I find it, because I can do C-stick down and, like, I'm just getting better gray stick down. I'm just still trying to find what's comfortable. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know which is more comfortable, and that's the reason
I
why.
really don't like how C-stick, like holding C-stick down, feels like it locks you out of changing your game plan into doing like a short up air or something. It makes it like really difficult to immediately do an aerial.
Or, like, try to do a grab, and then you basically, like, do a shield grab, and you bot dodge.
Yeah, if you play not with claw, you should probably just do the gray stick, unless you're using claw.
Yeah, because I can't say how many times, Simon, I've buffered spot dodge when I wanted to grab while holding C-stick down.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem too.
It's like, if you better just a gray stick down. Gotten a lot down.
Yeah, if you're trying to CC grab.
I remember what you told me, Simon.
I like this.
Off him up.
Yeah, that was good.
This was very good.
He just happened to go for a weird F smash because he's Wally and he does that. But
I don't think you needed to go this far with the stomp, but you know, that's fine.
true.
I was waiting for him to dash away, and then, they didn't swing any Mark things, Mark swingers like to just go out smash.
Yeah.
So there you go, throw. Because you can't get a true follow up off the throw.
Follow ups,
Until 30.
Nathan. You gotta know this shit.
Down throw, or even forward throw, is super close to the ledge. Because sometimes they try and trick you up, like DI the down throw away by the ledge, and then you can trick them back up. Forward throw from the edge.
And working on the combo threshold, by the way.
Yeah, keep working on it. It is the most important thing you can do.
Psychic. Okay.
Me and Wally were thinking the same thing, but he was a little late. Nice.
Okay, that works.
Nice. Up there.
Up there again?
Beautiful.
Air dodge up. Can you grab ledge?
No.
Do you think it could have waited and gotten in?
Yeah, you could have. You could have. You just have to be like really close to frame perfect. I don't think you have to be frame perfect, but you have to be close. Yeah, you definitely could have.
That's very close. I can't like have gotten it.
Yeah, it's okay that you didn't, I think.
The fact that you recognize that you probably weren't going to get it and decided to do like a safer option is good too.
Yeah, it's good.
That does look good.
Oh, that was really good. So you're setting up the backers, which is good. He got pretty lucky that this down tilt hit.
I should have amazed that.
I was really
Didn't matter,
close to it.
Yeah, it happens. You could stomp there, but it's like the same thing. It just happens.
It's such a tight
Stop
window.
losing good there too.
Mm-hmm. And then you down tilt through here, and you recognize that you're on tumble or whatever, and you do a nair here. It's really good.
Good.
Okay, so this is the same thing, right? You're late on the follow up, and you don't recognize that, but you're just kind of hoping that you're not late.
Okay. From a Falcon perspective, I actually don't hate what he did. He was a tiny bit late, but it was really hard because if you do that knee early enough, you can still grab Marth even after he does the tech roll, like guaranteed. You just have to be really quick.
I messaged you about this.
Yeah.
Because it's similar to spacing. Where
You were just a little late on the knees, so you were a little late on the grab. You have to recognize that, but you can still do that if you're fast enough.
Do you think if I did early knee, I could have gotten it?
Well, if you had just been faster about getting to where he was with the knee, yeah, you could have gotten the grab guaranteed. But you have to be really fast, because Marth's tech rolls are really long, too. So you have to go perfect.
And another thing you can do that's lower execution is you can empty hop towards Marth, and you can grab him if he techs in place, and you can grab him if he tech rolls. Yeah. And I think that's more reliable in a spot where you're not sure you're going to be able to dash after the knee fast enough to get the tech rolls.
So you're saying that if I'm unsure, or if I'm unsure he's in range where I can react after the knee, should I just go for that really overshot empty hop, and then just go from Brian?
Just empty hop to where he's going to land as he techs, and then if he techs in place grab, and whether he rolls grab. Just do a reaction tech chase.
That's
In my head,
that's something Johnny's really good at, actually.
yeah, he would have done it. I think Nunn would have done it too. In my head, in this spot, after you hit this nair, there's a 0% chance Marth misses his tech. So you can rule that out and make the reaction tech chase easier. Like, if I got hit with this and I missed my tech, I don't even know. You'd have to be a noob. So, yeah. And people rarely intentionally miss tech in that spot because, yeah, they expect Falcon and knee like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have hated just like overshoot stomping to try and cover like the tech, no tech, and tech away shenanigans.
Yeah, because if I overshoot stomp here, it's not that stupid.
Yeah, you can do it so that it like still covers tech, no tech, and one will put you like right in front of him if he tech rolls.
I did drop shield.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drop shield, reshield. Yikes, that's a lot of wasted frames. But we didn't.
Hit him anyway, but I'm already seeing out. That's a major concern in my play is that I burned so much.
Yep.
Ooh. I'm good sometimes.
Take your time here, It's like, you can shield here. He's not, you will never wave land and grab you here.
Yeah. I actually like kind of short hopping, like dashing away a little and doing the like backflip short hop stomp thing too. Punishing pretty hard for trying to hit you here.
It's a look at your opponent thing too, right? He's still pretty close to you. You're shielding. Like,
there's not really like he can't even. Right?
Yeah, once he like falls off the platform and you know his double jump won't even like get him up onto the
He
platform.
wouldn't have even hit me. That there wouldn't have even hit if I did.
Yeah, but you have to worry about upgrade too. But like, yeah, I would still like short hop stomping there because there's no way he can actually land on the platform. So this stomp is just like really good if he double jumps and safe if he doesn't double jump.
So it's like a mental cue. If he runs off, he's not going to wave land onto the platform.
Yeah, just if you see him that low, like, yeah, you know he can't double jump to you. So you may as well just short hop stomp him. So if he tries to hit you with a double jump, he gets hit.
It's 3% too. Plus he gets so much jump. So
This edge guard was really bad by him.
Yeah. Oh, you drifted too quickly.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Grab.
Yeah, I was not sure there. Maybe.
Dude,
Oh.
re-grabbing after aerials is like secretly amazing.
Simon, I know it's so good.
Yeah.
I didn't do there.
That's okay. It was a weird situation. But
So here
it's
you wanna
something to look out for.
dash back, then dash up air.
I probably tried to dash up there. It's really tight.
Well, you didn't want a full hop either. That was a big one.
I fucked it up.
Because you needed more like horizontal momentum to follow up.
You
on
may
that.
have been able to short hop me then too.
Yeah, I could have done.
I've been doing that more lately.
Was this a back air or a
Yeah.
back air knee?
Yeah, back here. That's the angle.
Damn, broken. Oh, nice.
It's the first one you've done.
I would have gone for Marth Killer. And that was better. I think he was
That's
actually dead.
exactly what I'm talking about with this set. This set was just we bodied each other.
Yeah. I'll grab him. Yes. It was actually not true either.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Why did you double jump before you up air? Right here. Why don't you do up air? Just run off up air.
I think you get reversal.
Yeah, it's not enough hits done.
I mean, I understand, like, you don't want to get reversal, but Marth's at 25 and you're at 127. Like, that's so worth going for. If you could get a big combo.
I don't know. I feel like if you go for the one-off up air with their double jump, then you just like side B, up B's, and then you're like, ow, you're dead.
Oh, yeah, what if you did run off up air, then double jump up air, then you up
Yeah,
back?
it definitely combos into another up air, and then you would be able to return to the stage before he could.
Yeah, that's the double up there right there.
That's true.
That'd be cool.
I usually just go for the.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I would drop.
Oh my god.
I got weak hand. That's the reason
Stop.
I went.
Stop.
Yeah, stop. What are you doing here?
I think in this spot, after you hit that weak backer, you should have just killed yourself and killed Marth with you.
Oh.
Like right here.
Oh, yeah, I go for double back there, maybe.
There's no point in keeping your stock when it's like this high. You might as well just go up
You
3 to
can't hit him
1.
with another banger. I actually don't know if you could have hit him there because he went so high.
Well, you could have hit him with up air regardless. You could hit him with something and kill him. Like, yeah, anything he gets tapped with, it's dead.
Well, he still had his jump. I think he'd live.
So far.
I'm actually way too low.
Look at this. Like, can you upgrade that after he jumps?
Well, the way you jumped, no, but you could have jumped earlier. Like, you didn't jump as soon as possible out of the back air. There's IASA, like, right there. Could have done it after it hit.
I don't think Marth dies after an up air there. Because he still had his jump.
Wait, no, he jumps right here.
Oh, if you caught the jump.
Yeah,
Marth
it's
just
just
open and catch it.
Back air, and if you did up air, and it,
Yeah.
yeah, if you caught his jump, he would be dead. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just think it's worth going for. This was really good too, though. If you had stomped, you might have got it done in an even better way.
Yeah. Nathan, what happened here?
I was needing to call it turnaround stomp because turnaround stomp, like facing away stomp has a lot more range than facing forward stomp.
So you missed the jump button?
Yeah, I missed the pivot and I missed the jump button.
Yeah, because it looked like you tried to jump here, but then you missed it, and then you dashed in because you were trying to drift in.
I definitely just like shielding there, like to stop your momentum too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't need to pivot. You can shield stop. That's why.
Just to like turn around, she'll stop and then just do it.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And you just get to stomp in place, which is easy mode.
I've been missing my jumps like that too a lot recently. It's really frustrating.
I'm not sure if it's a control reason because for some reason I don't know if it's maybe just me being not being good with my inputs, but I swear sometimes my X button just does not work. Or just like I don't put down if it's a controller or if it's just me being down.
All you gotta do to test that is just go into the game and press X 50 times. See if it ever fucks up.
Is this knee?
It doesn't work until 78 to 86%.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
So
there.
it's
Yeah, he's really tight.
It could still hit, but
A lot of times we just get buried for it. It's annoying.
Yeah, like if Wally's quick acting at it, the knee won't work here.
Yeah.
You might as well up air anyway. It would combo really well into another one, probably.
Isn't it a
I just think
mix-up?
you're supposed to short hop.
Plus, if he's DIing away, knee doesn't even work. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't work.
I was just thinking, I assumed that this kind of stuff can be a 50-50, whether you up air or knee.
I would have been too far. The knee wouldn't fit.
No, I'm saying like for the first hit. So you just full hop knee here, or you full hop up air.
It could have been.
Let's see. There's not much hit stun on this up there. Like, I don't know if full up means very good.
I mean, you said 7% knee is guaranteed, right?
Yeah, but like he's not there yet. Like I feel like the Marth is just always matching fair here.
How do they
Just-
calculate that? Is it assuming it's just there? When you said 78% is a true combo, is it like just a true combo, or is that taking into account the 4-frame startup of fair as well?
It's guaranteed. Like it counts even before frame startup.
Okay, they're just in hit stun the whole time, right? Okay, so then
Yeah.
knee also works here, like unless they double jump, because there's
So
it takes it.
if he does double jump, but he does fair, he loses.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is if Marth is frame perfect fairing here and you're frame perfect kneeing here, there's 4 frames of startup before fair is even active. So you probably have those 3. Or you could probably knee him before fair comes out. Is what I'm saying.
Dude, I don't know. I've been in this situation so many times. It like never works out. I get fair for it a ton. I mean,
But you would
There's
knee
a
at
possibility
78%.
That's the thing.
because if you're even like a frame late, because the thing is also mashing fair at hit stun is like way easier than like going for the perfect like dash, perfect full jump, perfect knee to get it all frame perfect, and like that's 3 frame perfect inputs as opposed to 1 from the Marth of him just mashing fair.
Okay.
It's
But
like a lot
but would you
harder.
knee at 78%?
At 78, probably.
Okay, I feel like if you would knee at 78, you should also consider kneeing at 71 because.
No, he's 71 after the throw. That's actually a huge difference.
So and go back to where the
Okay, I thought it was 78% after the throw.
No, this is when you grab.
Oh.
So that's way too far.
Then it's too early, definitely.
So this would not have.
Yeah,
He
it's
wouldn't have worked at all. So it's a good decision.
Yep, and then reverse.
I fucking
Keep playing Marths and hit that more. What is this edge guard? These edge guards are really bad this game. Nice. I love it. Look at this. It's so good.
I remember what you told me.
Thank you.
Brandon, you ready for your training bench?
What is it?
I'm one of your friends still in the chat.
Yeah, Ryan, don't you have to play
I
now?
think he muted himself. He hears Ryan. I think yes.
Yeah, he's got to play Bones, I think.
Ooh, oh, you know.
East Coast, Falco did
Oh,
this.
God. Okay.
I think Ryan can beat Bones.
Yeah, I think he can.
You just be Eddie. Easiest relevant matchup.
That was really funny because Umar, we've seen that so many times with Birdo and Chipma.
Yeah.
He's doing a mega tilted, I remember.
Whoa, we talked about this, Nathan. Why are you grabbing?
I'm invincible.
Yeah.
In your defense, you had the right read. It's just,
Dude, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You
I
just-
hate grabbing Marth.
you
It's
couldn't-
like,
you
I
got,
can read Marth so hard with that grab. It still doesn't work. Like, I'll know exactly where he is. I'll dash before he dashes. I'll be past him and grab. It still doesn't hit. There's like 1 pixel where he's grabbable when he's dashing back.
Simon, that's that situation we're talking about again. I can grab that.
Wait, what was it?
Active place right here. So the knee does not connect. It actually does not
Oh,
work.
yeah,
It does not work. So
Yeah, here. Yeah, you grab it. Free.
that's grab.
Yep. Guaranteed.
Good backers.
You gotta stump there. If you know you can't make it to ledge, just like turn around and stump.
I'm really glad I did that down tilt because Bobby taught me that. Like, if you're at low percent, just hold down sometimes. Against Marth.
Always hold down versus Marth. Jump. Get back there.
Okay.
Did I drop shield there? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a nair that I could have beaten as well.
Yeah, actually, your nair would have been active during the startup of his F smash,
Yeah.
and you would have won for sure.
Yeah, so that shield thing is definitely the one.
Yeah. Up tilt,
Maybe you could have just grabbed ledge there too.
double jump up air. The double jump up air was really bad.
We're at something. Where do you think I could grab ledge? Go back.
When you like upbeat, before you upbeat, like after you hit through the F smash, if you just held in there, I think you can grab ledge without even having to jump.
I just always did.
You just have to keep holding.
I was looking going to center stage. I was thinking of going to center stage.
Yeah, but I think it's just super safe if you could have just grabbed the ledge without having to jump or anything.
So just like double jump, double jump.
No, don't double jump. Like if you had just held in, like, so like it looked like you held in on the F smash, but like because you're drifting in with the nair, you just keep holding in, and you might be able to grab the ledge there.
Yeah, you're right. That's definitely snappable.
That would be ideal. I don't think what Nathan did was bad though.
Yeah, in the event that you couldn't grab ledge, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you miss it, then I have to hold up snap the ledge now. That's a,
Yeah, when you have a lead, you want them to like work for their kill. So. Oh, we grabbed you. Nice. Yeah, he hasn't covered sweet spot double jump yet. So.
Grab him.
Nair's good here. That's fine.
Yeah, right in those scrambles, just mash grab.
Oh, okay.
Because you're
Wait a
gonna get to
minute.
the ground faster since you're heavier.
I didn't stop for
You're behind Marth and you're putting a stomp out. That's pretty good.
I didn't grab them though. That's the only thing.
That was really good
Stomp
though.
grab and everything.
I like stomp nairs too.
That's true. Stomp near is good.
Yeah.
Definitely not me though.
Yeah, too slow, too low percent, blah 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 blah.
That's fine.
Up air. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Up air.
Knees good.
Tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Slightly misspaced, but correct option. Short hop up there.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that one's tough because of Dreamer. You had kind of the right idea of delaying right there.
Oh!
Nice. That's good. Whew.
So in all of this, if you were holding down, you'd be in a lot less hit stun. Like right here, shield or something, like...
I tried jumping in that situation. I didn't really tell. I just saw the jump spot.
Yeah, just shield for a second. Falcon kick. Yes! No! Nathan, just arms attack here.
I did not attack. That's the next step. I need to off attack it.
Or you see him jumping, so that means he should DI out.
Yeah, out.
So either off attack or DI out.
Because he jumped, you might want to DI out. He could up B, but that's like pretty next level that he would short hop to condition you to hold out. So.
Yeah.
Uh,
So crazy.
Yeah, because he short hopped, I think that means you want to DI out 90% of the time. But yeah, you should just be almost attacking this. You can do it, right, Nathan?
Yeah, I know.
Or I think it's better to almost attack here.
Yeah. I gotta learn my own spec break too. I'm not great at it.
It's hella good.
How do the fade the fair down there worked at that percent?
Yeah, I'm not too surprised.
In the set, I was really
133.
Yeah, because Falcon just gets comboed at really high percents by one.
Yeah, I guess. God damn, bro. It's so high to get Ken combo.
Yeah.
I was really fun. Like, wow, that actually.
Okay, so it's important to be very specific on how Marth is getting up from ledge. How does he do it here? He does a short hop, rising fair. I would say like a rising fair, not a late fair.
Yeah. Once you okay, when he went low, you went for the stomp, which is fine, right? Like okay, he's low, stomp. Now back off immediately because if he does the instant fair, I think that's what happens.
Yeah, you're too close,
Do you
right?
think it's dash and travel if I just like dash and this?
Yeah. Actually.
Because I want to see is he an auto cancel frames or not.
Oh no, he has down cancel there.
Okay, so yeah, because I mean you can grab auto cancel there. So.
Yeah.
So like in this sort of situation, just like dash away, just try to grab auto cancel.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do it now.
They're like mix-ups here too, right? I can't just say like, oh, always like. There's nothing here that was like super obvious that you wanted to grab, but I'm just pointing out that.
Also, like the space factor thing that Wizard does is good there. It's just like.
Yeah, that one's safer. You're not really gonna get reversal for it, so.
I've been watching a lot of the 2-hour session too, Simon, of just whizzing insane. In that situation, that wall situation come up so many times.
No, it's really good.
That's regrabbable. I did regrab.
This
is
quite.
It was a weird GI. I think it was narrowable too if it was super perfect.
What prompted you to side B here?
To be honest, I don't know. Just I kind of threw it out.
Yeah, very lucky that it hit. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I think you gotta continue the combo. Oof. Missing the jump button?
Yeah.
That was the nair for sure. It would have been a decent spot to nair too.
This bothers me.
Yeah.
This is the situation.
See there?
It
You have so much time and you didn't even DI the stomp. Don't even try and reverse sneak. Just turn around. And just be a normie. Just let me just do like dash away, dash in, shield stomp, and then just double jump knee in like easily.
The problem is the platform was right there, and I was afraid I'd attack it.
Nah,
go back.
Marth's still floating, dude. You got time. You had time for sure to turn around and just do the regular knee there.
You think you like could have even gotten reverse this time? Like,
oh, you could have gotten reverse, but you just missed it too.
That's what he's saying. You could just turn around and then stomp. It'd be a lot easier.
For turn around knee.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, turn around knee.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier there because you didn't like DI the stomp at all. Yeah, it was pretty free to like set it up.
So many things. Okay, this is fine, right? You shield, that's good. Roll out or wave dash away, that's fine. And then you overshoot a stomp here, that's fine as well. So then why are you shielding here? Right, you could dash, you could jump or whatever.
It's a bad habit a lot of times.
Yeah, that would definitely dash away.
Yeah.
That should have been a stomp on me though, for sure too, because it covers behind you more. So like you're a lot safer. Stomping with your knee.
Right, yeah, you should do dash.
I will say I have a bad tendency to where when I was on purpose, I like it a lot.
Yeah, so do other options instead. So you gotta like back air or stomp here, and then yeah, don't shield because you're at a high percent. Dash. I mean, if he forward smash, right, like it would have worked, but.
I was probably banking on him to throw out an aerial and why.
Mm-hmm. But dashing is still better, right?
Yeah, dashing is probably still better.
Same thing happened, right? You're doing the backers way too close, and so you're getting hit by early fair.
Should I just do fade away in this case?
Yeah, you want to do
you have to start from farther away, and then you drift in with the back air.
So like more towards like the edge of the platform and then do it?
Yeah, and then you just jump towards him, and you kind of like arc over the aerial.
Okay. So just like I'm gonna say like end platform, pretty much. Is around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you want it because you want to hit him where he lands. You're not actually trying to hit like the ledge. You're trying to hit where he lands after the fair, and just trying to like jump over the fair, like around it. And Falcon's drift is really good. Back here hits pretty far, so you can definitely be like farther towards the end of the stage and still hit, like drifting back.
Yeah, I want to see that there again.
Oh, I like the up B.
Yeah, you attempt. Just gotta be a little clean
He'll-
on
he's
where
still
you do
at
it.
the ground.
So why are you so stuck after this knee? Maybe you missed the L cancel or something.
Another shield, drop shield.
It hit his shield, and then I can see what happened.
Okay. Yeah, just keep practicing. Hopefully your controller is good.
Still in like a semi-control crisis.
For sure.
Because this controller has snapback on top on vertical, so both top and bottom, but doesn't have snapback horizontally.
You can get a vertical capacitor. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and I may actually get like stuff with the triggers, but I don't, because I do have to press these triggers really hard. So,
Like lube your triggers or cut the springs or something.
yeah. Like I'm tempted just to go on baseline controller to get control like baseline.
I mean, it sounds like all you really need is a snapback capacitor, which costs like $15 for most people, and like you can just cut the spring yourself, or like lube it yourself, lube the trigger yourself.
Nice.
I could go back real quick on that side gate. Once that's upper range or knee range, either or.
Yeah, you definitely. I don't think you want to knee there because you're just needing him on stage, unless you reverse it, maybe.
I probably that air is probably attack bomb. I probably want to.
There's some good kidding.
Yeah, the nerves seem good. Nice. There's
Oh, you edge canceled and then you messed it up afterwards.
the double jump
I
up
think-
B works out.
I think in those situations, you kind of just want to retreat
Yeah,
because
dash
you know
B.
he's going to be already attacking.
It's just better being defense.
Yeah, like after you edge cancel the up B, because like he's already like throwing out a move probably because he wants to try and hit you at the end of your up B. So even when you edge cancel it, it's like, oh, I can move. Make sure not to move into their attack. Because all of Marth's moves beat all of Falcon's.
This is nuts. What's going on here? Was this side be good? You're behind Marth, so you decide to side. That's not bad. We do think that stomping's better here. Overshoot stomp.
It's a little weird too because of the side platform. Though. If you didn't like super well overshoot stomp, it gets canceled by the platform.
It's very
I think
true.
at the height I was at with the way Falcons for foxes, it would have gotten fucked over by the platform.
Dude, this stage sucks. I used to think it was fine. Ginger convinced me lately. This stage actually sucks. Like, just in general.
I stand both times against spaces already. I mean, it can be effective for Falcon.
Well, it's not even terrible for Falcon. If you play really lame, it's not that bad. It's just a bad stage.
I don't think it's even lame. It's just you gotta learn to be very good and adaptive about the platform stuff. But I feel like sometimes with platform RNG, it just fucks over Falcon completely.
None thinks that that's the best stage for Falcon against Marth. Maybe
Fountain?
if you
He
Falcon,
actually
yeah.
says he doesn't really know. He said Fountain, and then someone was like, what about, like, another stage? And he's like, huh, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
maybe watch him on Fountain and see if
No, yeah, he's good on Fountain because he's, like, very good at like adapting to the platform heights and
Is that
stuff.
up throw?
And he-
Up throw.
He's really good at using like full hops already.
Let's see dash back here, Nathan.
But it's just the stage makes swap too bad. My big problem with it is just the RNG, not the short hop thing. That's annoying, but like I can deal with it. But the RNG is a big problem.
Did you beat Bones yet? I thought he was here.
Triggered. Who's streaming this tournament? I want to watch Top 16.
Yeah, it's like only. I think Brandon's streaming it.
Is he?
So after that,
EMG is streaming something.
Nice.
Gomel. What the hell?
y'all open it.
Oh, yeah, Gomel. There we go, Brandon's on. Finally.
I was gonna say like Brent Spearman or what?
Yeah, it's not showing it.
Would this stomp have covered Tekken Place? It looked like it was really slow. It wouldn't, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it should just probably just go for it. Like, wait for the tech to end like from and then
I think so. Just do something that.
it's just another situation where I'm trying to force an interaction that isn't there, or I'm trying to opt for, you know, like scuba isn't guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right? Just like wait. Because if I wait and I do like another effort, that's like upper serious stuff.
That's actually a good technique. Yeah, it's good. I feel like most of your short hop needs should be like short hop stumps.
Yeah, the ones where you're like crossing them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, those should have to be stomps.
So instead of starting being just like cross up the stomp.
Yeah, if you're crossing them up, you should do stomp, maybe backer. Probably stomp.
Reverse knee, yeah. Hit it when it counts.
Hold down, Nathan. Please. Hold down and mash the big green button. This is so good. You two can be smiling and proud. Roll,
I feel like most NorCal players would come on. Like a spark.
Wait, what would they do?
roll behind.
Hold down, hold shield, mash the green button.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely hold down, hold shield, and mash the green button.
it's
I
so
think
good.
Bobby would also be pretty happy because he did teach me this like long ago, but I'm just not doing it. Just not completely honest. I'm just not doing it.
It's okay.
When I should.
You gotta be able to do that with characters that have insane grab games like Falcon.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do it, but I mean, Falcon.
You have down B. That's fine. Easy mode.
No,
You need to hold
no
shield.
range
Right.
down B.
Just be
Yeah.
small red button.
That's gonna be the small red button.
I just vividly remember losing a set at the maid to Toucan, and like, what? He just keeps rolling behind me and grabbing. I had no idea how to beat it. I was like, ah.
It's so good.
It felt so stupid, but it's so good. Now I do it. It's great.
I remember everyone used to complain about that, and then everyone realized that was actually a good option.
This
Mm-hmm.
is really good.
Like back when I was starting, the 2K was like pretty good. Coming up.
Uh-huh.
I remember just hearing like everyone who I knew who would play him just complaining,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he just forward grabs me." 2020, we're like, "Oh, that's pretty good."
Maybe he was on this. That was all it was on.
It was.
I think it's a perfect saying. Hold down and mash the big green button.
Now you can probably.
So he's still up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's still too low, but I don't know.
I wanted to see again. Double
He didn't DI it well enough that I feel like he could maybe, like at least traded with the fair.
If he had held in, yes, I could have traded.
Because he only like slight DI'd it. I think you could have just like full hop with no dash and just like traded with the fair. Anyway, still won.
Yeah, this one barely whiffed, and then you're like, alright, maybe this
Try
time.
Yeah, as I talked about, I get very forceful and smooth grind.
It's like Stomp works here too, right? And it's
If I ever shoot Stomp here, it costs them up most likely.
but Stomp loses.
Overshoot near there is actually pretty good too. If you're reading him jumping again too, like overshoot there is actually decent.
So we go back real quick to the first idea I can think. So like,
I was gonna say I don't think the side B was that bad, but yeah, maybe it's a different option.
this first idea is bad. I don't think it was bad at all.
And hold down will do it.
And this
Yeah,
one
I
wasn't
think
bad
that's like
either
it.
because I think you're reading that he's gonna nair, and in fact he is airborne here, but he fast falls and shields, so it's like, yeah, you got outplayed here, but
That's why I like nairing because it beats the nair and it crosses him up if he shields.
So you're saying just hold like walk side beam even if I hit or not. Just hold down like race take it down.
Yeah,
yeah, should be holding down.
just hold it. Because yeah, like if you're holding down when he did that nair, I'm pretty sure you could have just like naired out of hit stun.
That's
You
my
could
idea. I was
yeah,
still
nair jumping. Chill jump air dodge.
Oh,
Ooh, Phantom into edge you cancel. Pretty good.
side B.
Ah, I think you read him. It doesn't matter. All of Marth's moves.
Yeah, it was like fast falling it, right? So
I'll just go real quick back. Can I see that side B again?
yeah, maybe do a nair, change up your timing.
Yes, I want to see where he is on. Again, that's reactable range.
That wasn't even bad. I think if you had approaching aerial, for sure this might be hits because it comes out sooner.
Mhm.
Which is probably what you were reading.
Yeah, if he'd even done it in place, that hits probably. But he faded back slightly.
Yeah, you fast forward or combo. To Jin. Oh, I think you could just grab ledge.
Okay.
You can go real quick. Come on, just go ahead and it down.
So you eat this, you double jump here, and you see he's on the platform, you just fast fall the ledge.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
right. That's
It's like really hard for him to cover it.
You're totally correct. And he's so hard committed to on the recovery with totally worked. And now he's committed to work.
Okay, you got it.
Nice.
Nice grab. You can grab that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Input errors. Yeah, you should poke
I
me.
think that just it kind of triggers me because I'm like, I
Like,
could use it.
light
I
shield.
was trying to do like that one go one set. Now I was blind.
Yeah, when you're on the top flat versus Marth like that, you should be light shielded because like you can't do any real shield pressure anyway. It just stops you from getting poked, and you can still usually shield drop aerial even if he hits your light shield.
That's something I might be I'm pretty good at another matchup.
Yeah, if you just want light shield here, he doesn't hit you. You hit him for this. Because if you won't get poked, and then you shield drop aerial, he'll end up aerial.
Yeah.
Although knowing the Yoshi's because he gets to short hop up there. Really stupid. But still. That was good.
Too late. I'm next still.
Bummer.
You buried there.
Down till catching your jump. Solid back here.
Okay, so space away from that.
This is okay.
It worked out, kind of.
Shag idea.
Oh, what was he doing?
We didn't grab ledge or doing.
Yeah, I really should have gone for edge. Alright,
Hmm.
You can just go way down.
I don't know.
I also would have liked shield pivoting like earlier, so you could get a back arrow like really fast.
So pivot shield it.
It's like you don't even need to pivot because
No.
it's just like shield stopping as a way of like turning around.
Nathan, this was the time. It's okay, you're learning and you're figuring this. Okay. Behind Marth's shield, right?
Yeah.
So crouch or overshoot a stomp.
Yeah. Crouch for stop. Let's see what Wally does.
I would have liked turn around here too.
Yeah.
He wave dashed. Wave dashed.
Yep.
That stomp probably pokes.
Yeah.
It's probably poked with the shield being like an M&M. Yeah, M&M's rookie edition base, so is that.
Nice.
Should have upgrown, but it works. I'm a murderer.
Damn.
Still like
Savage.
Shy Guy makes that sense.
Dude, my strat of Jigglypuff on this stage is whenever the Shy Guys appear, I just join them.
I can't follow you, but I think it's a good strat.
It's really annoying when people just like hit me for it too. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, my DI was so good.
Yeah, we all saw that fight coming. It was a little predictable.
He's blocked it about like 4 or 5 times this game, so you can even just run up, grab him at this point. He's probably shielding, but
Ooh, shield.
yeah.
Shrug grab, or even just hold crouch, like you said, Simon, just hold crouch.
I think it'd be better to do like an
You're a little high in
overshoot,
the corner.
overshoot, short hop aerial kind of thing in those spots instead of side being. That'd be better. But
Overshot nair or overshot stomp.
yeah, that's what you probably would want to do. I'm
I
just
also
saying.
don't hate like kind of dashing forward a little bit, like shielding, and then just like wave dash back to ledge, and you can axe dash and get off the ledge that way.
Sometimes like all the lights.
But you really have to practice your out of shield game because you tend to waste a lot of frames out of shield.
Facts.
I think it's time to grow a little bit in the future. I think it's just work on just like
Oh,
being
nice.
quicker. Just being
But
quicker on shield.
I definitely like wave dashing back to ledge versus Marth when I'm in the corner. It's really good.
He hasn't done this yet. It's better on Yoshi's, so let's see why he did.
Yeah, he literally hits center stage. It's so dope. And wave dash also actually hits the middle of the stage.
It's not
That's so
invincible,
cool.
but yeah.
You know what's sillier is it catch you jumping while in center stage. Like if you're trying to jump to top platform, it still
Mhm.
catches you. It's
Yeah.
like no escape.
Oh my god.
What?
The no escape thing. Killed me inside.
Have a hitbox out, it'll hit him.
I did like shield it.
Yeah, I would have like short hop top, but I feel like shield. Like,
You can be moving here, right? Like dash
You
away.
keep having this problem where you're going to top platform and blocking, and I just don't think it's good against Marth, especially not when your shield's like this low. You gotta move.
Yeah. I don't like it on Yoshi's for sure, but if you do it, I think it's okay if you light shield and do like stomps and stuff. But yeah, not on Yoshi's, because you can just short hop up or you.
Yeah, he read that, right?
So you think it'd be better just to like get out of there, especially if my shield's out on the brand?
Yeah, you don't want any.
Not even attack.
Yeah, just dash away. Or like wave shield and then wave dash out of shield, something like
I mean,
that.
you can attack if you're certain they're coming up at a specific time, but it seemed like you just wanted to escape there, but you
I wanted
blocked.
to see real quick that there, that I did.
This was really funny, so I just came here to tell you.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friends, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go grab a big glass of water. I've been craving water." And my friend was like, "That's called thirst."
It was mid-drop. It was mid-drop.
Yeah.
So what Ryan said is true, and but I did. If I had just done like it, I probably definitely.
Yeah, you would have at least like exchanged first hits of Nair.
Maybe traded.
Okay, guys, I have to play in that tournament again.
Okay.
Good luck.
Did you beat
Thank
Bones
you.
already?
Huh?
Did you beat Bones?
I barely get to play him right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Good luck.
Thanks.
Dude, why am I like kind of sad I didn't just buy a Yu-Gi-Oh card for over $2,000?
Have you been running good lately?
Not really. It's just like it's this card that I've wanted since I was a little kid, and like it's a really cool misprint, and I always wanted it since I was a kid, and then like I finally like it's gone up in value over time, and then someone was selling it on eBay, like it was a bid, and I finally have enough money to like actually buy it if I really wanted to, because the card's worth an insane amount of money now, like way more than when I was a kid, and the bid. It ended up just getting sold like seconds ago for $2,000, $2,075. But like the cheapest listing on like TCG Player is $55,000 for that card.
So tell me it's a steal even for that.
Yeah, basically. I could easily have like gone onto the Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market Facebook page and flipped it for like 10K like today if I'd done that.
Okay, what did we learn today?
I need to be quicker at a shield. I need to not drop shield. I need to shield jump.
Yeah.
I need to also take into account where Marth is on the stage, and instead of always opting to me to or when it calls up Marth, don't opt to side B, either hold down or overshoot stomp, and also hold down and match the big green button.
Yeah, especially after you roll or you do something laggy.
Do any sort of laggy move. Hold down the gray stick and mash R and that big green button. That's it.
Yeah, and your platform movement can be a little bit better. Like check where Marth is. If he's like really close to you, you can just shield, just light shield. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Alternatively,
watch your opponent is while you're moving around on platforms. Don't just do it.
yeah, and sometimes you can move. Yeah, you got hit out of your movement sometimes. Sometimes you got hit for shielding. So, and there are small adjustments you can make so that doesn't really happen as much. Light shield, I think, solves most of your problems. Then you can just full hop away. Yeah, I think you hit pretty much all the big ones, right? Like, you're getting better about the cross-up on Marth's shield situation. You're doing stomps more, but sometimes you'll still resort to side B.
My flow chart was better. I did hack stash a few times.
Mm-hmm.
It was better. Still needs work, but at least I was hitting them.
And you're getting better about your up throw, down throw, like combo percents. That's going to go a long way.
The Falcon cord has been a blessing, and also I need data. Because now I found out that Marth there doesn't knock down Crouching Falcon until 81%.
Sure, yeah. So yeah, just
like that type of stuff I've been working on a lot.
Just in general, I think it's generally a good rule to always be holding down that stuff, even like if you don't know the percents.
even if you get knocked down, it's fine. It's better than
It's
getting
better to get
comboed.
knocked down than popped up.
Yeah.
So at least have options.
Yeah, you listed out the big ones, I think. So that's pretty much it. He doesn't.
I think I've been doing a lot better to it, like, taking those things into account and at least show that I'm taking the criticism that's being shown that I'm working on it.
Yeah. Keep at it. I think I'm gonna end it now. I'm really hungry.
Yeah. But I appreciate you doing this because I was like, I felt like that was a very winnable set, and from all the analysis, it was totally winnable.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
Get them next time, but
Yes, sir.
I'm much less discouraged than before too. I think also more thank you for pretty much like just telling me to stay focused too, because I was really distraught. I was really distraught yesterday after playing Final Fantasy. Initially going to play YC, but then I got they swapped it and I ended up playing Tuesday instead of the conference player from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good kind of mental reset, and also just a teaching moment. Just don't get too riled up. The tournament hasn't even happened yet.
Yep. Yeah, just relax, do what you can do, and yeah. Well, the other thing I remembered for Marth Falcon, you would short hop back air way too close, and so Wally would get rising fares from the corner a lot. So,
I'm gonna say the reference one I'm gonna go by with this is edge platform.
yeah,
If I'm
back airs
gonna
are
use the
much safer
platform,
there.
Don't go for it while in the middle because it won't hit free. You'll beat it.
Marth can do like a full drift into stage late fare from ledge too, so you gotta consider that. That's another thing that you could like dash and grab instead. Yeah.